I think that a family is a strong, caring support group of people who are willing to stand by you even in your hardest times so that they can be there at the other side of the tunnel in your best times.
So for me, what family means now, it's really the people that you really want in your life who also want you in theirs.
People in general who love each other, not always blood, but who has a great love for each other through thick and thin, you know, regardless of what happened, you don't break that bond, and, you know, like, you're eventually always gonna come back together, you know?
I came to the family partnership because I was ready to transition my gender full-time from male to female. I've been seeing Xavier since the spring of 2011, so a couple of years. And during that time, I feel like we've really developed a good trusting relationship where I really felt comfortable sharing what was going on in my life and all the different challenges and stages and successes as well.
She came to see me, it was in 2011, and really was confident in her identity as a woman, but was struggling to figure out how to live authentically in the world.
Do you know that 40% of trans people in the US have attempted suicide? I never got that close. But there were all weeks when I didn't stop thinking about it. So.
Just overall, she really came to embody herself much more fully throughout her process of transitioning her gender. I think it allowed much more of her full self.
In this case, it was a partnership between me and Xavier at the family partnership, as well as a number of friends, my daughter's therapist, and some really trusted colleagues at work, trying to get me to the point where I could be my full self. Xavier has been really outstanding to work with. He definitely understands what it means to be trans, and he definitely has the support of everybody at the family partnership in order to make it a really accepting and welcoming place. I really like the fact that it seems like you're just a part of a community there.
My name is Danny, and I'm here at the family partnership. I began coming here for counseling because I was really at a difficult time in my life. I needed a counselor, and I needed somewhere where I knew that I could feel safe and secure and sort of free from my worries, I guess. So I originally came here for counseling, and then through my counselor, I found out about this LGBT group, and my parents and I thought it would be a good opportunity to try and make some friends within the community or find another safe space for me to be. So that's why I'm here.
As a parent, when you have a child and your child turns out to be in a non-traditional mold, you don't necessarily know what to think or what to expect. You start looking for resources because you have probably grown up very traditionally, and then now you've got this other person that you've known since they were born, and they're not following exactly the same path as most people in society.
There have been a lot of great moments. One session that stands out for me was a session we had on talking to extended family about being transgender, about the child being transgender, that sort of thing. And we had this group right before the holidays, and so it was very timely, and I was actually feeling a little bit anxious about the holidays, and it was terrific to get ideas from everyone else. It was wonderful to get the expertise of the leaders of the group, and it was a great feeling of just support all around.
I know it was successful because of the families. They came in, we knew there was going to be a need for the group, for LGBTQ youth. A lot of times they are pretty up to date on information and pretty active in seeking out support, but their families are more isolated, and often young people feel isolated from their older family members as well. And this group, this support group for youth and families, brought both of them together.
or the girls group I started with was called Pride. I went to Youth Links and met Cece. And it was one day she was talking to a group of young girls about sex trafficking. And after the group was done, I put her to the side and basically introduced myself as being a past victim of sex trafficking. Well, my family has been in poverty since, my dad went to prison. After he went to prison because he was paying all the bills and stuff, my mom was left to raise 5 kids on her own. And my mom was already fairly abusive. It kind of gradually over time got worse and increased and stuff. My sex talk that I had with my mom was, I was 10 years old and she was like, if you ever have sex, make sure you get some money and it better be $1,000 or better. I felt that really, really deeply because of what I went through. It's like I'd rather have been abused by somebody on the streets than somebody who's supposed to love me the most unconditionally, This program has helped me grow from taking it as a negative thing, being more comfortable with talking about it.
The thing that makes me smile always is when I see my kid being happy and when I see them feeling like they've done something great or they've accomplished something special or they've just had a good day. That's always what makes me smile more than anything.